What's happening, guys? Welcome to RGHtechTv. This is Redmi Note 4 and it's been almost over a month I'm using this device, and I do have a lot of things to mention. So I've actually written down them in terms of pros and cons, or things which I liked and things which I didn't like. So I do have pros, I do have cons, and there are some subjective things as well which I'm going to mention in this video. So it's going to be a full and final review. Make sure to watch this video till the end, and if you have any questions, please make sure to ask them in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to help you. Now, the first thing which I liked about Redmi Note 4 is the battery life. So the capacity is 4100 milliamp hour, and the screen on times which I got were like 9 hours to 12 hours. So if your usage is moderate, it should last you for somewhere around 1.5 to 2 days easily. And to charge this 4100 milliamp hour battery with a stock charger, it will take you somewhere around 2 hour 40 minutes to 2 hour 50 minutes. That's around 3 hours. Now, the next thing which I liked about Redmi Note 4 is the design and build quality. So as you can see, it has metal construction, but it's not the unibody construction. As you can see, the bottom part and the top part is plastic, only the center part is metal. So if I have to say, it looks and feels very premium, no issues on that one. And even after using it for a month, there is no sort of paint coming off, or even it has fallen like a couple of times, but there are no dents as well. But this was not the case with Redmi 3S Prime, which I had reviewed like a couple of months ago. And I mentioned its full review that the paint was coming off after using it for a period of 1 month. But Redmi Note 4 in that aspect looks and feels solid. So no issues in that one. And I also love the fact that it has 2.5D curved glass, which is pretty smooth to use, and also while making voice calls, it feels very smooth on ears. And it also has speakers which are placed on the bottom side. So even if you place it on the table, there are very less chances that you might cover up the speakers and the sound gets muffled. So I believe the speaker placement is also very good on this device. So in terms of design and build, I really liked Redmi Note 4. Now coming to the display quality, as you can see, it has great viewing angles. And one more thing which I liked about display quality is it can get pretty bright under sunlight, and at the same time it can get pretty dim on the bed. As you can see, it's just amazing to see that how dim the display can get. And I really loved the display quality, but some people actually felt like it was little on the warmer side. But anyway, you can go to settings, display, and then change the color and contrast. So if you want a little bit cooler tint, definitely you can do that. But what I believe is a little bit of warmer tint is definitely good for your eyes. So that's nothing but it reduces the blue light filter, and I believe it's definitely good for eyes. So yeah, I really loved the display, but one thing which could have been improved is the bezels. So which is not profound on the black variant or the silver variant, but on the white variant it is. And if the bezels could have been lesser, the phone could have been narrower, and it could have been easy to handle, right? So that is one thing to mention over here. Now speaking of the performance, so be it gaming, be it heat management, be it RAM management, I really loved the performance. I actually played Modern Combat 5, Nova 3, Asphalt 8, and it could easily play all the games. And more than anything, the heat management was amazing. So Snapdragon 625 is definitely good for gaming. That's what I can say. And when it comes to RAM management, it could actually load like 7 to 9 applications at any given point in time. And I believe the RAM management is also good on Redmi Note 4. Now speaking of the call quality, it was pretty good. I could actually rate it around 8 out of 10. Now one more thing which I liked about Redmi Note 4 is the fingerprint sensor performance. So even after using it for a month, the fingerprint sensor performance is just amazing. Let me just demo that for you. So as you can see, it's pretty fast. So I have no issues in terms of fingerprint sensor as well. So let me just reiterate the pros for you. The battery life is just amazing on Redmi Note 4. Design and build is impressive. Gaming, heat management, and RAM management. So in general, performance is pretty good. Display quality is one thing which I liked. Call quality is good. And the fingerprint sensor performance is good as well. Now let's speak about some subjective things. Some people like it, some people don't like it. So be the speaker quality. Now I love bass, and this speaker actually weren't that bass heavy, but definitely they were loud. No issues with that one. But I felt that they were not bass heavy. And I loved the K6 Power's speaker quality, or K5 Note's speaker quality, but not Redmi Note 4's. It's actually a subjective thing. So it was good, but not the best I've heard. So when it comes to IR Blaster, I do have certain things which I want to mention in this video. So in my home, I have Onida TV, Philips TV, Reliance set-top box, and local regional set-top box. Now, apart from local regional set-top box, so be it Onida TV or be it Philips TV or be it Reliance set-top box, all worked perfectly fine. But as I mentioned, the regional local set-top box did not work. So if you have some standard set of TVs and set-top boxes, it definitely works. But when it comes to local or regional set-top boxes, there are less chances that it might work. Now, when it comes to camera quality, we should agree upon the fact that it's not the best, available in the market out there. And I believe the color reproduction was not up to the mark. But apart from that, the focusing was good. And even in video recording, the audio pickup was pretty good. And the noise reduction was quite less. So I actually, did a review of Moto Pulse headphones recently, and the complete video was shot with the Redmi Note 4. You can go ahead and watch that. I'm going to leave the links in the description box below so that you can judge by yourself. Yes, definitely I did amplify the sound a little bit, but be it any phone, you have to amplify it like by around 5 points or 6 points, which I did it through a VSTC free video editor. So I don't have any issues in terms of audio pickup, while recording video. So camera quality is decently good, I would say, not that bad, not the best I've seen, but definitely good for the price. But if your priority is camera, I would suggest you to wait for Moto G5 Plus, which is going to launch pretty soon. That's on March 15th. And it's definitely worth waiting for that device. Let's see how the performance of Moto G5 Plus in terms of camera will be. Alright guys, now let's see cons of Redmi Note 4 or things which I did not like on Redmi Note 4. The first thing is finding a perfect tempered glass. So as you can see, it has 2.5D curved glass, and finding a tempered glass which protects the display edge to edge is pretty tough as on date. So if I find one, I'll definitely update that in the description box below. So make sure to check them out. Now the next thing which I did not like is it does heat while charging, and the temperatures can go well over 43 degrees. I wouldn't have had any issues if it had fast charging, but it takes like 2.5 to 3 hours to charge, and 50 or 60% of that time it's like 43 degrees. It's not good in the long run, and I believe Xiaomi should fix this one through OTA update. And the next thing is bezels. So as I mentioned, if the bezels could have been lesser, the phone could have been narrow to hold and much easy to handle as well. And the next thing which I didn't like is hybrid SIM slot. So given the current situation in India, people like using Jio for internet, and they use Airtel, Vodafone or Idea to make voice calls. So in that case, I believe 2 SIM card slots and 1 micro SD card slot would have been sensible. And the final thing is flash sales. We all hate it. And even though Xiaomi has been in India for like 3 years now, but they still don't understand the magnitude of Indian market. I believe Xiaomi should remove the flash sales and move towards open sale. Right? So let me just quickly reiterate the cons for you. No perfect tempered glass as on date, heats while charging, bezels, hybrid SIM slot, and flash sales. Alright guys, now if I have to sum up, looking at the core features, except the camera, I believe be it battery life, be it design and build, be it performance, be it display quality, be it value for money, Redmi Note 4 performed exceptionally good in these aspects. So if in case camera is not your priority and your budget is between 10k to 13k, you can go with Redmi Note 4 without any doubts. And if you're buying Redmi Note 4 for gaming, then I would actually suggest you to go with the 64 GB variant. So more storage, you can install more games, right? And if camera is your priority, and if you can expand your budget around 15k or more, then it's worth waiting for Moto G5 Plus. It's soon gonna launch. That's on 15th March. So I will cover that device and I will compare Moto G5 Plus against Redmi Note 4. So that's it guys. If you feel this video was informative, give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends and family, follow us on Twitter at RGHtechTv, subscribe to us on YouTube. Most importantly, thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon.